Hello guys, welcome to my channel Lucid Fanfic, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest videos. So be sure to stick around until the end, and let's get started. Narrator POV. Uncle All Might, Auntie Inko, the Yagi family who were standing in the park look up and saw a beautiful blonde-haired girl using a pogo stick. All Might. Melissa, the girl now known as Melissa, jumped to All Might him. Inko. Hi Melissa, how are you? You have grown so beautiful. Melissa. Thanks Auntie, and I am good. How are you both? By the way, are these your students in UA? All Might. We're good and actually. Izuku. I am hurt Mel-chan, you forgot about us. Izumi. Yameli-chan. Izuku and Izumi cries jokingly. Melissa. Wait, only two people call me that. Melissa then remembers who Izuku and Izumi and quickly hugs the both of them. Melissa. Izuku. Izumi, I missed you too so much. Izuku. Us too Mel-chan, we miss you too. Izumi. Yameli-chan. Both Izumi and Izuka hugs back to her, and Inko immediately took pictures. Inko. Oh, they're so cute, like when they were still 3 years old and Melissa was 5. All Might. Yeah, you two were always clinging on Melissa. Melissa. Uncle Might, Papa will be very surprised to see you again. All Might. It's been so long since I have seen David and can't wait to meet an old friend of mine. Melissa. Then let's go, Papa is already about to go home. Melissa immediately grabbed Izuku and Izumi's hands and ran to her papa's laboratory. Meanwhile, somewhere on island. Boss, you, someone is calling you. The boss grabs the phone and answered it. Boss, who is this? Wolfram. All Might is in the island. The boss, now known as Wolfram, was skeptical about the caller. Wolfram, why should I believe you? You should believe me, cause I know well in the future you will be beaten by All Might and his kids. But I will give you an opportunity to have the power to kill them all. Wolfram. Power that can kill anyone. How should I know this is true? Look behind you. Immediately Wolfram looks behind and saw a man standing behind him. He felt something terrifying about the man standing. His aura was full of hatred and malice. Wolfram. Then I believe you give me the power to obliterate them. Good choice. The man immediately held Wolfram's face, and suddenly dark lights were beginning to form on Wolfram's body. In a few minutes it disappeared. Wolfram. Pants, I pants feel so powerful. What is this? You will know soon enough, and don't disappoint me. Kill all of them. The man was about to disappear. Wolfram. Who are you? The man looks back. I am someone who is serving a higher entity. The man immediately disappears. Wolfram. Let's get back to work, boys. We have heroes to kill. Wolfram and the others were now preparing for the night. Back to Izuku. All of them were now outside of David Shield's lab. Melissa went in first and were waiting for the signal to come in. Melissa. Papa, I have a surprise for you. I brought someone who is very close to you. Then All Might immediately came inside, doing his usual All Might stuff. All Might. I am here to celebrate my friend's breakthrough. All Might comes in doing an All Might pose while David and his assistant Sam was shocked to see All Might. Sam. All Might. Sam was shocked and was now in a dilemma. Davy. All Might. David was shocked and happy to see his friend again. All Might quickly goes toward David and hugs him. The others then went in. David. Inko, it is so nice to see you. Thank you for coming here with All Might. Inko. It's no problem, David. You are mine and Toshi's friend, and we wouldn't want to miss out on your breakthrough. Izuku/Izumi. Hi, Uncle. David was confused on who the two were, and soon he finally recognizes then. David. Izuku. Izumi, is that you too? My God, you have grown so much, I couldn't even recognize both of you anymore. Izuku. Nice to see you again too, Uncle. All Might. Cough. David. Melissa, how about you show Izuku and Izumi around the island while me, Inko, and Toshi catch up? Melissa. Sure, Dad. Izumi. Izuku. Come on, Izuku, and Izumi knew something was up. Izuku. His stomach is already healed with the healing potion. Wait, did he give OFA to someone? Izuku was wondering who All Might gave the quirk to. Izumi. Dad must have given it to someone, but who did Dad gave it to? Izumi was also wondering the same thing, and only had one person in my mind that could have it. Izuku/Izumi. Kaminari. Both think that Kaminari is now the holder of one for all, cause both saw Kaminari's electricity changes from yellow to purple every time. Time skip. Izuku, Izumi, and Melissa were now at the museum of the island where the inventions of the scientist that lives here are being showcased. Izuku. This is really amazing, the tech stuffs. Izumi. Yeah, it can really help the heroes catching villains easily. Izuku. Izumi, is that you too? Izuku and Izumi heard a familiar voice and turned around to see Kaminari with Jairu. Izuku, Kaminari, Jairu? You two came to Island also? Kaminari. Yeah, Kyoka's family were going to perform at the party tonight, so I tagged along. Melissa. Izuku. Izumi, is these two your classmates too, Inoue? Izuku. Yeah. I forgot, guys, this is Melissa Shield, me and Izumi's childhood friend. Kaminari. Nice to meet you, Melissa-san. I am Kaminari Denki from Hero Course Inoue. Kyoka. I am Jairu Kyoka, also from UA Hero Course. Melissa. Wow. So cool, you two are heroes, it must be very cool there. Izuku and Izumi noticed Kyoka and Kaminari were holding hands. Izumi. What is this, why are you two holding hands? Denki and Kyoka noticed neither of their hands were still interlocked with each other and quickly let go of each other's hands and were blushing red. Chop. Izumi. Itei Izumi was rubbing her head that was hit by Izuku. Izuku. Don't be too loud, and look, you embarrass both of them. Izumi look at both Kaminari and Jairu, who were blushing red. Izumi. I am so sorry. Kaminari. No, it's okay. Kyoka, yeah. Time skip. Izuku, Melissa, Izumi, Kaminari and Kyoka were now at a cafe. The Toe boys were sitting in a separate table from the girls who were busy chatting with each other. Izuku. So you and Kyoka, huh? How did it happen? Kaminari. Oh, well, it happened at sports festival, and before she was really into you, you know. Izuku. I know. Kaminari. How? Izuku. I could read minds, you know. I accidentally read hers, and I just pretend I didn't know, and I only see her as one of my closest friends, and I am very glad that she has you now. Izuku then leaned into Kaminari's ears. Izuku. Whisper Zo, and congrats on getting one for all. Kaminari was shocked and paled for a bit at what Izuku said. Kaminari. Wait, how did you? Izuku. I've known that secret for a while. My whole family knows it, and also notice my dad has been running out of time more lately. When I already healed him, then notice you in your practice, your lightning turning to purple, and by the way, nice control. When did my dad give you OFA? Kaminari. Well, after sports festival, he sent me to the faculty and talked to me. At first, I didn't want to accept it, but seeing the happening from Hosu incident, I agreed, and I want to stand at the top with you and the girls, and also, so that I could protect Kyo and make sure she is safe. Izuku. Then train well, and also a tip, I noticed you kept concentrating OFA in one body. Part 1, suggest you spread them out through your entire body, to have more control of the usage of the power of OFA. Kaminari. Thanks, never thought about spreading it, I'll do it. Here's your drink, sir. Kaminari and Izuku recognize the voice and look up to see Shiro and Mineta wearing a waiter attire. Kaminari. Mineta and say before Kaminari could finish, another voice call out, but this time it was a female and a male voice. Girl, wait, is that you guys? The girls formed the other table also heard it and saw Momo Yaoyorozu and Ochako Uraraka, who was going towards them. Boy, you two should get back to work, and the boy was running towards them at a sonic speed while doing his demonic hand chops. Izuku. Ida, you're here too. Ida. Yes, I am here because I will represent my family, and I think it same goes for Yaoyorozu. Momo. Yes, my parents holds a big stock and investment on this island, and they sent us 2 invitations which was meant for my dad and mom, but they couldn't come here, so I came with Uraraka. With Melissa. Melissa. Are they your classmates from UA too? Izumi. Yeah, and don't talk to those 2 guys there, especially that little one. Melissa, can I ask why? Kyoka. Just look at him. Melissa then looks at Mineta and was met with a very disgusting look from her. Mineta was staring at her body, drooling. Melissa. So he's a pervert. Izumi and Kyoka nodded. With the boys. Mineta. Izuku, who is that hottie? Both Mineta and Shiro pulled Izuku closer to them. Shiro. Yeah, come on bro, introduce us to her. Ida. You guys quit slacking off and continue to work, Ida said, doing his demonic hand chops while running towards them, which made both Shiro and Mineta fall. Mineta/Shiro. As both were being scolded by Ida, they Kaminari and Izuku continued to talk, while Momo and Ochako introduced themselves to Melissa. Boom. All of them heard the explosion and immediately rushed to where it was, and when they arrived, they saw Katsumi in the center. Announcer. Well, folks, looks like we have a new first placer here with the score of 7.9 seconds. Katsumi. Still not enough? Katsumi said to herself, wanting to stand with Izumi and Izuku. Katsumi trained herself every day and night while thinking about what happened in the Hosu incident. She couldn't even help the two, and it made her angry and frustrated and vowed to train herself even harder to help both of them. Izumi. Kat-chan Katsumi then looks up and saw Izumi, Izuku, and the others. She immediately flew up to them using her explosions. Katsumi, how are you guys here? Izumi. Well, Mom and Dad wanted us to come with them, so we came, and also Ri-chan and Ci-chan is here too. Oh, and I want you to meet Melissa. Melissa. Hi, I am Melissa Shield. Nice to meet you. Katsumi. Nice to meet you too. Hey, Izumi-chan, how about you? And I-chan try these. Then suddenly the ground shook, and they quickly look who was the cause of it, and saw Ashoka shooting down meteorites made with ice hitting the robots. Announcer. Incredible, we have a new first placer with the score of 6.3. Katsumi. I forgot we came together. Oi, Shoka. Shoka, who heard Katsumi look up and saw Izuku and the gang were there, and immediately went to them. Then Izuku introduced Shoka to Melissa. Both became good friends immediately. Announcer. We have a new challenger too, Izuku Yagi and Izumi Yagi. Wait, oh my god, you both are cows. And Tatsumi. As the announcer recognized the both of them, soon more people came and watched the two. Izumi. I'll go first, Oni-chan. Izuku. Okay, good luck, Izumi. Announcer. Okay, 3, 2, 1, start. Izumi stood still at the middle and pulled her hands out, forming a open hands, and suddenly crushing it close. As she closed her hands, multiple explosions were heard throughout the mountain. Announcer. Amazing, we have a new fire placer again with the score of 3.2 seconds. Everyone was shocked. No one had scored that low except for All Might and Endeavor. Everyone then shouts cheering Izumi. Izuku. Oh, you finally mastered that technique you told me about. Izumi. Yeah, I mastered it 2 days ago, and I needed a test subject, and this was the perfect one. Katsumi. Izumi-chan, what was that? Izumi. Well, that was my new technique I used to the ground to know where my opponent is, even from blind spots. I had the idea from the manga Demon Slayer. Announcer. 3, 2, 1, start. Izuku immediately disappeared from everyone's sights, and soon multiple explosions were heard at the same time, and Izuku immediately appeared in the middle on his knees holding his chest in pain. Everyone. Izu-chan / Izuku / Oni-chan / I-chan, everyone ran to get him. Izuku. ARGHH. What's happening? I thought my energy is already stabilized. As everyone was about to come near, they were immediately stopped by 2 women with silver blue hair. It was none other than Rimuru and Seal. Rimuru. Izumi-chan, stand back. Same goes to the rest of you here. Seal. It seems like both of the cores inside him are combining. Rimuru. Well, is it a good or a bad thing? Seal. Both. It could make Izuku more powerful if it succeeds. Rimuru. What happens if it fails? Seal. Both cores will explode, releasing a lot of magicules, which will make Izuku explode as magicules that's inside him will overload. Rimuru. Can you do something about it, Seal? Seal. Of course, Master. Rimuru. Then do it. Seal. As you wish. Seal then began to peek inside Izuku's soul where the 2 cores reside, but as she tries to go inside it, she was blocked off. Seal tried again and again, but she can't seem to get in. Rimuru. Seal, what's happening now? Seal. Master, I can't get in. Something's blocking me. Rimuru. What? Who? Rimuru was pissed. Someone is intervening Seal from saving Izuku. Seal. I think it's his skill Tranquility Master. It not only protects the mind, but it also protects its soul. Rimuru. Can't you just turn it off? Rimuru, calm down. Seal. I can't, Master. If I turn it off now, there's a chance that the 2 cores might explode. It's up to Izuku. Rimuru. Izuku, please get through this, Rimuru said, holding Izuku's hand. In Izuku's mindscape. Izuku, where am I? So you're finally here? Izuku heard a voice and immediately got into a stance. Izuku, who are you? Come out. Nice to see you, other me. Izuku, you're me. Narrator POV. Everyone was now in David Shield's lab, and as we can see Izuku in a bed in a deep state coma, as Izumi and the others were there looking at Izuku who was sleeping. Seal. Master, this place is not safe for Izuku to rest. We need to bring him to the Cardinal World. Izumi. Rimuru-chan, what is Seal-chan talking about? Rimuru. I am sorry to tell you this, but right now Izuku is evolving into something higher like me before, but different. You see, at the USJ incident he fought and defeated the Nomu and absorbed its core, and on the Hosu incident he absorbed again another core. All Might. From the Charybdis that he destroyed. Rimuru nodded. Inko, so? Why does he have to go to this Cardinal World? Seal. 'Cause the magicules there are higher and more potent, and he can have more secure protection. Izumi. What do you mean by that? We can protect Oni-chan. He protected me before, and I will never leave his side, not again, Izumi said with a bit of anger. Seal, you can't. You will understand later of what I mean. If we bring him there, he can evolve faster with the Magicules there, and can be more safe. Rimuru, Seal is right. We have to bring him there. Izumi, then we'll go. Everyone nodded, wanting to go as well. Rimuru, I'm sorry, but no, you all will have to stay here. There is an impending doom coming on this island, and you will stay here protected. Izumi, can't you just make it vanish? Rimuru, I'm sorry, but I can't interfere. You will know soon enough why. But for now, we have to take him there. All Might, at least let Inko go with you to take care of Izuku. Inko, Toshi, Seal. Fine, then let's go. Seal immediately went to the other side of Izuku's bed, while Rimuru was on the opposite side, and Inko was on front of the bed. Rimuru, stand back, all of you. Everyone then stood back. Seal, mother-in-law, hold both our hands. Inko did as she says, then a blue signs appeared in the ground circling them. All Might, dear, please take care of our son well. Izumi, Katsumi, Shoka, please be well. Oni-chan /I-chan /Izu. Kuin, the three cries as they saw them vanish right in front of their eyes, far away from them. In the Tempest, everyone in Tempest were gladly celebrating of their leader, the goddess Rimuru's great news of returning soon. As they were celebrating, the ground suddenly shook very harshly, and the entire world felt a familiar, yet very dangerous aura returning. Diablo, our goddess Rimuru-sama has returned. Diablo immediately disappeared. Carrera, no way, I let him beat me. From greeting Rimuru-sama, first Carrera, then disappeared together with Ultima and Testarossa. Benimaru, Rimuru-sama has finally returned. Shuna, Oni-sama. Shuna was happily hugging Benimaru as Rimuru has finally came back. Meanwhile, in Rubrios, Luminous, oh my, Luminous said while drinking tea on her night garden with Chloe, who also felt the aura. Chloe, Sensei Ruminas, we have to go. Sensei is finally back. Luminous, Fufufu, of course we will. Luminous showing her perversive smile, thinking of Rimuru on a maid outfit. In the ice continent, Guy, Hoshi returned earlier than I expected, Guy said while eating the sweets on the table. Velzard, indeed, I thought she would return in 2 years' time. Well, shall we visit? Guy, not now, we will soon call a Walpurgis. And oh, do you feel that? Guy felt a different aura that was different, unlike any other aura he felt. Velzard, oh my, yes, this is getting interesting, Velzard said, sipping her tea. Meanwhile, in the throne room of Tempest, Inko, Rimuru, Seal, and Izuku appeared, and soon after all of the patrons and executives immediately appeared, bowing to them. All, Rimuru-sama, welcome back. Rimuru, hi guys, it's nice to see you again, but please stand up, this is urgent, call everyone and meet me at the meeting room. And Cheyenne, Diablo, come with me, and Shuna, please attend to my mother-in-law. Everyone was shocked as Rimuru said mother-in-law. Rimuru, I will explain everything now, please move everyone. Rimuru said while Inko was lifting the bed with Izuku in it. Shuna, please come with me, Mrs. Inko, Midoriya. Shuna, come with me, Inko-sama. Inko, I'm okay, but please, Inko is just fine, no need for honorifics, Inko said as she was following Shuna. Shuna, I am sorry, but we can't, cause you are our goddess Rimuru-sama's mother-in-law. Inko, okay, Inko said, not used to the whole thing. With Rimuru, okay, first things first, Cheyenne, send an invite to each demon lords, tell them I call forth Walpurgis, and Diablo, I want you to guard and protect my mother-in-law and Izuku. Cheyenne, hi Rimuru-sama on it. Diablo, then I will fulfill my task for my goddess Rimuru-sama. Diablo and Cheyenne then disappeared, doing what Rimuru tasked them to do. Meanwhile, with Inko, as Inko arrived at her room being guided by Shuna, she quickly placed the bed on which Izuku was in close to hers. Shuna, may I ask, Inko-sama, is this person Rimuru-sama's partner? Rimuru, yes, his name is Izuku. Rimuru said, coming inside the room. Shuna, welcome Rimuru-sama. Shuna says as she bows. Rimuru, thank you, Shuna, for taking care of my mother-in-law. Shuna, I really didn't do much, Rimuru-sama, but I will accept your grace. Shuna then left and closed the door. Inko, Rimuru, is this your world? Rimuru, yes, and right now we are in my kingdom Tempest, and right now this is the most safest place for him to stay. Rimuru, Mom, please come with me. Inko, but what, Abu? Rimuru held Inko's hand. Rimuru, don't worry, Izuku will be fine. I have my strongest subordinate to protect him. Diablo then appeared in bows. Diablo, Nice to meet you, Inko-sama. I am Diablo, a great name bestowed upon me by none other than the great goddess Rimuru-sama the. Rimuru. That's enough for now, Diablo, and protect Izukuin at all cost. That is your top priority. Rimuru then teleports her and Inko to the meeting room. In the meeting room, all of the executives of Tempest were now in the meeting room except for Diablo and Cheyenne, who are currently doing their assigned task. All. Rimuru-sama, everyone stands up and bow. Rimuru, you can all sit down. Now everyone, I want you to meet my mother-in-law, Inko Midoriya. Everyone in the room was silent. It was true that the woman beside Rimuru is her mother-in-law. Inko. Hi everyone, Inko said, bowing to the people in front of her. Benimaru. Rimuru-sama, may I ask, where is your husband? Rimuru quickly blushes at the statement husband and quickly covered it, not knowing everyone notice it. Rimuru. He is currently in my mother-in-law's room evolving, and listen, all of you, don't tell everyone about this. We will soon announce his existence in here after my Izukuin is well and strong again. Everybody understood? All hi. Cheyenne. Rimuru-sama, I am done with my task, Cheyenne said, opening the door. Rimuru. Good job, Cheyenne. And now how Rimuru was cut off by someone who jumped to her, making her fall to the ground. Veldora. Rimuru, you finally have returned, my sworn sister. Kwa. Ramiris. Rimuru, welcome back. Dino. Welcome back. I guess Dino then went to the corner to sleep. Rimuru. Should I send you to Guy? Dino. My gosh, Rimuru, welcome back. Dino immediately stood up and went to Rimuru. Rimuru. Veldora, you can stop hugging me now. Veldora. Fine, but you owe me many sacred texts, said Veldora, who was getting off of her, and Rimuru stood up and introduced Inko to them. At first Veldora pouted, not knowing Rimuru's engagement, and he didn't get to intimidate Izuku like a brother would and sulk about it. Meanwhile, Dino didn't care cause he just wants to sleep, and Ramiris was jealous cause she doesn't have anyone yet. Well, if a certain otaku dragon would confess to her, but that would most likely not happen yet. Rimuru. I forgot everyone is still here. You can all go now, but Cheyenne, Testarossa, Carrera, Ultima, and Benimaru will stay. Evie1 then left, saying goodbye to Rimuru and Inko, and now in the room was Dino, who's sleeping on the corner, Veldora and Ramiris, who are reading mangas, and the 4 girls that were called to stay by Rimuru, and also Inko, who is just standing behind Rimuru. Rimuru. Now Cheyenne, I want you and Testarossa to come with me to Walpurgis with my mother-in-law. Cheyenne. Hi Rimuru-sama. Cheyenne waving her hand happily as she gets to go with Rimuru to Walpurgis. Testarossa. It would be my greatest honor to escort me lady and Inko-sama to the Walpurgis. Meanwhile, the other 2, Carrera and Ultima, were jealous of Testarossa. Carrera. Rimuru-sama, how about me? I want to join too. Ultima, me too. Rimuru. You guys will stay here and help Diablo on an important task on protecting my fiancé. Both were sad that they couldn't accompany Rimuru to the Walpurgis and were irritated by a certain white-haired demoness who was letting out a smug grin on them. Carrera/Ultima. Hi Rimuru-sama, both bowed down and disappeared whilst glaring at Testarossa. Rimuru. You two prepare yourselves for Walpurgis, and Benimaru, I want you to up the security of the kingdom, but be discreet about it. I don't want to cause panic amongst the people in and out of Tempest. Benimaru. Hi Rimuru-sama. Benimaru, Testarossa, and Cheyenne then left, same with Veldora, Ramiris, and Dino, who went back to the labyrinth. Now the only ones left in the room was Rimuru and Inko. Inko. Rimuru, what is a Walpurgis? Rimuru. A Walpurgis is the meeting of the demon lords. I forgot to mention, I am also a demon lord of this world. Inko. But is it okay for me to be there? What about Izuku? Will he be? Inko again was worrying about Izuku. Rimuru. You don't need to worry, I will keep Izukuin safe, I promise. Inko calmed down a bit, but was still worried. Rimuru. Seal, is there any progress? Rimuru activates thought communication. Seal. Izukuin is not nearly complete, mastermind. Calculations would be he is still at 2% in his evolutionary state. Rimuru. When will the evolution finish? Seal. With the magicules here being more potent and the adaptability of Izukuin's body to the cardinal world's environment and magicules, it would take 3-5 days till he wakes up. Rimuru. Thanks, Seal. Tell me if anything happens. Seal. Hi, Master. Rimuru then deactivates the thought communication and looks at Inko. Rimuru. Izukuin will be waking up in 3-5 days. Inko. Thank you, Rimuru. Thank you for being there for Izuku when I wasn't. Thank you. Inko knelt down and cries remembering the time she neglected him and not care about him. Rimuru, Mom, Izukuin will be okay. Izukuin is strong, he will get through this. Rimuru stood down hugging Inko, who hugs her back. After a few minutes they both got up and went back to where Izuku is. Meanwhile with Izuku was panting crazily as he was fighting his other self. Other Izuku, what, giving up now? The other Izuku said with a tint of disappointment in his voice. Izuku, not even close. Izuku again went and charging Hero's Wrath to a full power to the other Izuku and punch him. Izuku, how's that? Izuku sighed to the other Izuku, who was blasted off the punch. Now you may be wondering what was happening, but I'll gladly loop back time for you. Flashback. Izuku, why you're me? Izuku said as he was looking at the other Izuku, who has a dark aura surrounding it. Other Izuku, you must be wondering why you're here? Izuku nodded, which then he remembers the last thing he saw before passing out. Other Izuku, you are currently in the gaps of both of your soul and mind, because you are currently on a, let's just say, a very fun joyride. Izuku, what joyride? Other Izuku, oh well, a joyride that may lead you to your ascension or your death. Ha, fun isn't it? Izuku, where's the fun part in it, idiot? Other Izuku, well, the fun part is I get to see you blow up, so please blow up. The other Izuku suddenly disappears from his place and reappears in front of Izuku, charging a fist into his face. Back to the present. Other Izuku, not bad, but that wasn't even enough. Ha 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 ha. The other Izuku stood up like nothing happened, which made Izuku shock. Izuku, why are you trying to kill me? Other Izuku, why not? Ha ha ha, maybe I should take over this body and steal your beautiful fiancés. Izuku's anger went up, causing his magicules outside in the real world higher. In the cardinal world. Inko, what is happening? Inko said, looking at Izuku, who was glowing very bright and releasing an unprecedented amount of aura that could rival the 3 true dragons combined. Rimuru, seal contained the aura, and now the aura was immediately contained, but people around the world felt it, even if it was just a bit. It made the whole world shock and fear. Fear there might be another threat to destroy the world. In the ice continent. Guy, this is getting pretty interesting. I wonder what you have brought us. Rimuru, guy who was keeping his cool in check, but was a bit panicked that the power balance again is going to shift, while Velzard is just drinking his tea, amused of the situation. Velzard, that aura, I felt anger and a draconic rage ready to burst. Guy, this is going to be a headache. Back to Tempest. Rimuru, Seal, why did Izukuin suddenly burst? Seal, I don't know, master. The only one who can answer this is Izukuin himself. Rimuru, please be okay, Izukuin. Benimaru, Rimuru-sama, what was that? Benimaru appears with the 8 OS, the 12 patrons with him, while the other 3 was guarding Izuku. Rimuru, nothing, everything is fine here, and tell the people to not get panic, everything is under control. Gabiru, Rimuru-sama, is that your? Rimuru, yes, and please make sure to not spread any info on this room until he awakes. Patrons, hi Rimuru-sama. Rimuru, you may leave. Everyone then disappeared. Meanwhile with the patrons. Benimaru, that aura just now was very strong and huge. Zijin, I agree, and a fit partner for Rimuru-sama. Everyone agrees to what Zijin said. Benimaru, still we have to be ready. If ever he wakes up and act violence, then we will do everything we can to protect Our Lady and the people. Everyone nodded their heads and began to leave. Meanwhile back to Izuku. Izuku was now punching the other Izuku left and right, not caring about how his fist is injured by the punches he has been doing to the other Izuku. Izuku, I will not let you take everything from me. Izuku charged up one last time and punched the other Izuku's face, but suddenly the other Izuku vanished and Izuku was transported to another place. Izuku, huh, where am I? Izuku finally felt the pain of the punches he was doing. Did Rimuru really chose you as her successor? Izuku looks up and saw a colorful figure standing in front of him. Izuku, who are you? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Zeno, the former god or king the Omniverse, but that title now belongs to her, and also the one who gifted you the skill. Hero's Wrath. Izuku, where am I? Zeno, you're in my palace. Izuku, why? Zeno, why what? Izuku, why bring me here? Why you gave me the skill? What's your end goal? Zeno, nothing really, just want to get you ready for what's coming. Izuku, you mean Yuki? Zeno, no. Please, that child is nowhere near mine and Rimuru's power, but this threat is greater. Tai and me and Rimuru combined. Even if she has her other self helping her, it will not be enough to stop what is coming. Izuku is shocked as there is someone coming who Rimuru, Seal, and even this guy couldn't beat, and was for the first time felt fear he might lose everything. Zeno. That's why I decided to get myself involved now while you are currently evolving, cause you and your other selves are the only ones capable of stopping it. Izuku. What do you mean other selves? Zeno. You will know soon enough, and be ready, cause I will be training you here for 30 years, and don't worry, 30 years here is only 4 days there. So are you ready, Izuku, the successor of Rimuru Tempest? Izuku. I'm ready. Narrator POV. Few hours went by since Inko and Izuku came into the Cardinal world. Inko is in her room, keeping an eye on Izuku, who hasn't yet awoken from his evolutionary slumber. Inko. Izuku. Please be okay, Inko said, holding Izuku's hands. Rimuru. Mom, it's time. Inko. Okay, I'm coming, Inko said with a bit of hesitation of letting go of Izuku, not wanting to leave him again like before. Rimuru. He will be fine, I promise. Rimuru went and reassures Inko that everything will be fine and Izuku will wake up strong as ever. After Rimuru finally made Inko to leave the room, they both went to her office where Cheyenne and Testarossa were waiting. Testarossa/Cheyenne. Rimuru-sama and Inko-sama. Rimuru. Hey guys. Inko. Hi, Inko said shyly, still not used to being called with honorifics. They then sat down and wait for the gate to appear. While waiting, Cheyenne starts talking to Inko. Cheyenne. Inko-sama, what is Izuku-sama like? Inko. Well, Izuku is a very sweet, kind, and a very smart boy. A few minutes both kept talking to each other. Soon Testarossa joined in. After a few more minutes of talking, Inko was finally calm a bit, and then finally the gate appears in front of them, and the doors opened, revealing a blur-haired maid coming out of the portal. Rimuru-sama, I have come to escort you to the Walpurgis. The blue-haired maid then bowed. Testarossa. Rain-chan, it's nice to see you again. Testarossa, smiling to the primordial blue Rain. Rain, it's good to see you too, Testarossa. Rimuru. Well then, let's get go. Rimuru held Inko's hands, telling her that everything will be fine. All of them then went inside the gate. At the Walpurgis. As Rimuru and the others went in, she sees everyone is there already with their subordinates. Rimuru. Hi guys, long time no see. Rimuru waves at them and seats at one of the chairs on the table. Everyone then looks at Inko, wondering if she is Rimuru's new subordinate. Guy. Oi Rimuru, where the hell have you been? We've been doing your jobs since you left. Guy complains about too many tasks to do since Rimuru left, and it's been giving him a hard time. Rimuru. Ito Gomen, Eve been busy too, you know, and also as to why I have called Walpurgis is because of my fiancé. Everyone in the room is shocked except for Ramiris, who was grinning, implying that she already knows it way ahead than the others, and Dino, whom is sleeping, not caring at all. Guy. So who is this fiancé of yours? Rimuru. Well, that information would be classified right now as soon as he wakes up and gain his strength again. But for the meantime, I would tell you all about a particular situation that is happening. Rimuru then tells them all about Yuki. All of them were shocked hearing that the guy who almost ended the world is still alive and is gaining strength. Guy. Why not kill him now, Rimuru, while he is still weak? Guy questions her, wanting to know her motives, letting such a dangerous foe live. Rimuru. Cause my fiancé will stop him. Guy then nods, knowing Rimuru for a long time. He just pets what she does. Guy. Okay, then if you trust this fiancé of yours so much, then I suppose we have nothing to worry about. Ruminus. So right now, how strong is Yuki? Rimuru. He has now accumulated power to defeat the 3 true dragons easily. Guy. So he is nearing his full power again, huh? Rimuru. Yes, but all of you don't worry. As I said, my fiancé will beat him. Ruminus. There's nothing much we can do about its size. Guy. Rimuru, just make sure that your fiancé really ends him for good this time. Leon. If this is all it is, then we should end this meeting. Rimuru. Oh, and I almost forgot, I want all of you to greet my fiancé's mother. Inko is nervous, very nervous. Since she first came in, she felt huge waves of power. Nothing were compared to Rimuru, but it was still huge. Inko. Hi everyone, I am Rimuru's mother. Nice to meet you. Inko nervously greets everyone. Everyone did the same and greets Inko. Rimuru. Lastly, I want to invite all of you to my returning festival. It's 6 days from now, and by then, I would introduce my fiancé to the world, Rimuru said, as Cheyenne hands out invitations for the festival. Rimuru. And that is all. The meeting then ends, and soon all of them started eating the food that was cooked by Shuna. As all of them were enjoying the food, one particular person was waiting for Rimuru, and that person was none other than Chloe Aubert. Chloe, Sensei, I miss you. Chloe runs to Rimuru and hugs her. Rimuru, oh Chloe-chan, how are you? Chloe, I'm doing good with Rumina's, even though she always dressed me up in costumes, sometimes, Chloe said, as she is being pat by Rimuru. Inko, Amano. Rimuru, who is she? Inko asked Rimuru as she was interested by the interactions of Chloe and Rimuru. Rimuru, well mom, this is Chloe, my student, and one of the strongest heroine in the history of this world. Chloe got a bit shy after what Rimuru said. Inko, nice to meet you, Chloe-san. Chloe, nice to meet you too, Inko-san. Rumina's. Rimuru froze as she hears a familiar voice and turns around to see Rumina's and Louise carrying a bunch of dresses. Rimuru, oh hi Rumi-sa. Before Rimuru could even say anything, she is immediately pulled by Rumina's to get her to change. With Izuku. Izuku has been training under the guidance of Zeno for a few years now, and he is getting stronger than ever. He now has the power and strength of a mid-tier god, and is now close on being on par with Yuki. Zeno, Izuku, stop for now, you have to go back. Izuku got confused why Zeno stopped him. Izuku, why? Did something happen? Izuku got concerned why Zeno wants him to go back as he still had few years to train. Zeno, he is coming. Here, and I will not let him get to you. Zeno then touches Izuku, who immediately got cover in light. Zeno, I have sped up your evolution. You should be waking up now, and also take this. This will help you evolve more. This helped me a lot before, and I am sure it would help you. Zeno then touches the light, which was fading, and gave Izuku something mysterious. The light then disappeared, and so did Izuku. And suddenly Zeno activates a barrier which successfully blocked what was supposed to be a surprise attack. Villain Izuku equals V. Izuku. V. Izuku. Humph, you're still as strong as ever. Zeno. Now where is my other self? Villain Izuku appears himself. Zeno, you have no business in here, child, and I already sent away the other you, and I am sure he will be the one to defeat you. Zeno says, as he forms a battle stance. V. Izuku. No one can beat me now. You old gods can't see that I am inevitable. I am the one who is destined to rule everything, and I will make sure to kill every single one of you. Villain Izuku then rushes towards Zeno, who also charges at him. Meanwhile, in Tempest, in the room where Izuku is currently being surrounded by blinding light, and the whole aura concentrated in the room because of Diablo, Carrera, and Ultima, who quickly reacted to the situation and puts barrier around the room to prevent the powerful aura from harming the civilians. Diablo, Kafufufu, this aura is quite powerful, truly deserving to be Rimuru-sama's partner. Diablo said, struggling to keep the barrier, as the aura is very powerful. It is like containing all the three true dragon on their 100% power. The same can be said for Ultima and Carrera, who is almost going to be exhausted from concentrating all of their magicules on the barrier. Soon help arrive, being Sui, Beninaru, Zijin, Shuna, and the other executives as well. Beninaru, Diablo, what is happening? Diablo, it seems like Izuku-sama's body is reacting. Maybe it's the end of his evolution, I don't know entirely. Beninaru and the others then felt the leaking auras and felt enormous power from the aura. They felt, even if it is little. Soon all of them started concentrating their magicules onto the barrier. For a few minutes it finally stopped, and all of them went in one by one, and sees an incredible strings floating around, and all of them feels tremendous power coming on each of the strings. Izuku, where am I? All of them look and saw Izuku finally awake with his aura leaking. Benimaru, we should inform Rimuru-sama. Seal, no need. Seal then appears to each one of them, and all of them immediately bows. Izuku, Sei-chan. Seal, Izuku, you're finally awake. Do you know how worried we were? Seal ran and hugged Izuku, which made all of the subordinates shocked to see Seal act like this. She always has been emotionless, and now she was showing emotions. Izuku, I am so sorry for making you all worry, especially you. And Richan, by the way, where's Richan? Seal, Rimuru-sama is in Walpurgis right now, and Izuku, you want to do something fun? Izuku, seeing Seal's grin, knew that Seal is up to something again. Izuku, okay, what's the plan? Sei-chan. Seal giggles by Izuku's reaction and told him the plan. Izuku, wouldn't Richan know it's me? Seal, leave that up to me. Izuku. Izuku, Sure, so let's start, shall we? Izuku and Seal then teleports. Meanwhile, in the Walpurgis, as Rimuru was being forcefully wear costumes by Ruminas, suddenly the dimension started to shake violently, as if something wants to come in. Rimuru. This aura Rimuru immediately recognize whose aura it is. Guy. Someone's trying to come in. How bold of it. Guy is now serious and awaits the intruder to get in. Everyone got ready to battle as they await for it to come in. Then finally the top of the ceiling broke, and Izuku came dropping down, landing on the ground violently, making the whole dimension shake. Rimuru. Guys, don't fight him, that's my fiancé. Everyone then is shocked and look at Izuku. Rimuru. Seal, what is happening to Izukuin? Seal. Master. Izukuin right now is not in his right mind due to the sudden changes to his body because of the magicules around him. His mind was still getting used to it, but the evolution made it hard, thus making the mind overwhelmed. Guy. So this is your fiancé, huh? Rimuru seems like he is not in the right state of mind. Guy immediately charges towards Izuku with a punch, and Izuku counters it with his own punch. Boom. The dimension shook from the force of the impact of the two. Guy. Oh no, this guy is strong. Guy trying to put more force into his fist against Izuku's fist is slowly being overpowered by Izuku. Izuku. I am so sorry, Richan, but this is getting fun. Izuku then disappears out of sight and appears behind Guy and kick him to the ground. Inko. Izuku, what are you doing? Stop this. This isn't you. Izuku looks and is shocked that her mother is there. Izuku. See, I-chan, why didn't you tell me mom is here? Seal. It must have slipped under my mouth. I'm so sorry. Izuku and Izuku, who knew that this was part of Seal's plan by hearing Seal's tone. Izuku. Frick, I have to keep playing or else I am dead. Izuku immediately blocks Guy's punch, but is met by a sword coming straight at him. Malim. You are strong. Nota. Malim in her battle mode looks at Izuku and charges again, but this time with Guy, who charges with his fist. Izuku. I shouldn't have agreed to it. Ruminas. My, your fiancé is very strong. Rimuru and handsome too, Ruminas said, licking her lips. Rimuru. Izukuin, you're dead. Rimuru glares at Izuku for making another girl fall for him. Izuku. I feel like I'm gonna die, blocking both Guys' punch and dodging Malim's sword. Inko. Please stop, don't hurt my son, please. Inko came at the center of the fight, stopping it. Inko. Izuku, look at me, my baby boy, please come back. Izuku immediately disappears and appears right in front of Rimuru, who is about to dodge. Guy. Rimuru dodge, everyone, then is shocked as Izuku kisses Rimuru in the lips. Izuku. Richan. Rimuru. Izuku and Seal, what is happening? Seal. Izuku and I made a plan to surprise Master. Rimuru is then shocked. Rimuru. So it was just a prank? Rimuru smiles, but the smile was generating a very dark aura. Inko. So my Sam is just pranking me, same can be said to Inko, making Izuku pale. Izuku. See, I-chan, why? Izuku immediately bows down to the ground. Izuku. I am so sorry, Mom. Richan and to everyone. Rimuru/Inko. You and I are gonna have a talk after this. Izuku. Hi. Guy. So it was just a prank, huh? Malim. Rimuru, your fiancé is strong. Nota. Soon after, Izuku meets everyone, and Ruminas kept flirting with Izuku, which made Rimuru glare at Izuku, in turn making him pale, and then they went back to their respective domains. Rimuru. Izukuin, you made another girl fall again. Izuku. Agomanasai. Meanwhile, in Zeno's palace, everything is in destruction, and soon a figure dropped to the ground loudly. Izuku. I told you, you can't beat me. Zeno. I know, but I know that boy will, and many others. Izuku. They may try, but it won't be enough to beat me. Izuku then fires a destructive beam towards Zeno, who already used up his energy in fighting Izuku. Zeno. I will leave this up to you now. Izuku. Zeno got swallowed by the beam, and the castle exploded. Izuku. I am gonna kill you all. Then he vanished, and Zeno, who is in the ground, barely alive. Zeno. Izuku, I hope you defeat this monstrosity that's coming, and I will give you my final gift. Zeno then, with his last breath, transferred half of the power he has and transferred it all to an orb. Zeno. Goodbye. Zeno then dies. Meanwhile, the orb is flying straight to where Izuku is at. Few days after the Walpurgis, Izuku trained his new power he got from Zeno, and lately at night, he hears voices coming to him. Flashback. Izuku was sleeping peacefully, then suddenly he heard a voice. You must defeat him. He is coming. Those words kept repeating every night to Izuku's mind, making him turn on his skill, tranquility, to sleep peacefully, without the voice bugging him. Flashback ends. Today is the start of the festival, and Tempest have a lot of visitors from top nobles from other kingdoms, kings and queens of other kingdoms, and also many civilians coming from different places. Right now Izuku is in Rimuru's office looking over the city by the window. Izuku, wow, there is so many people. Rimuru, Izuku-and I have to go and greet the kings and queens of the other kingdoms. I will be back as fast as I can. Izuku, oh okay, have fun. Reach on Izuku, then kisses her on the cheeks, making her blush. Rimuru, okay, you too. Izuku and Rimuru then went out to go greet the guests. Inko, Izuku, you should get ready. Many people are about to meet you later. Izuku, okay mom. Izuku then went out and went to his room to get change while Inko is trying to help, but Shuna wouldn't let her. Shuna, you should just stay and rest. Inko-sama. Inko, but I want to help. Shuna, as Rimuru-sama's mother-in-law, we can't let you tire yourself. Inko-sama, so just relax and let us handle it. Inko, oh okay. Inko then went to Izuku's room, help him to be properly dressed. Meanwhile, in the MHA world, Izumi and the others were fighting a villain called Wolfgang, but is having a hard time due to the villain's power-up. Izumi, Dad, dodge. Izumi shouting to his father, while also dodging every metal that is being thrown at her. Katsumi, how can we get close to this guy? Izumi, I don't know. I am still thinking. I already used up all of my energy from using the world and planetary devastation, and it did nothing to him. I have to go beyond for Oni-chan. Shoka, Izumi, watch out. Izumi then got hit, and she fell to the ground. All Might. Izumi, seeing her daughter getting hurt, brings him back to the memories where he saw his master's death, and the time where Izuku is hurt, and Izumi is raped. He couldn't do anything, and he didn't want to see his loved ones be hurt anymore. He immediately went beyond 100% and saved Izumi. Izumi, Dad. Izumi is already hurt and exhausted, and when she looks up, she sees his dad is not smiling anymore. All Might. Rest. Izumi, I will take care of this. Katsumi, Shoka, please protect Izumi. All Might then went on top of a rubble facing Wolfgang. Kaminari, All Might, let me help too. All Might then sees his successor Kaminari, who went beside him with the gauntlet that Melissa gave him. All Might, are you sure you're ready for this, young Kaminari? Kaminari then nods, and both of them stood looking up to Wolfgang. All Might, then let's do this. Both Kaminari and All Might charges to Wolfgang. Wolfgang, you heroes never learn to give up, don't you? Rassghhhhhh. Wolfgang then gathers all of the metals, forming a huge block metal, and send it straight through to All Might and Kaminari. All Might / Kaminari. One for all, go beyond plus ultra. Shoka / Katsumi. Go All Might. Kyoka / Ida. Go Kaminari. Melissa, Uraraka, Mineta. You can do it. Both Kaminari and All Might punches the metal block with all of their might, destroying it, now charging towards Wolfgang, using all of their might one last to defeat him. All Might, this is for hurting my daughter and my students. Kaminari, this is for hurting my friends, especially my Kyoka. All Might / Kaminari. One for all, 100%, go beyond plus ultra. Take this power. Both All Might and Kaminari heard a voice in their heads, and suddenly both became more powerful, and with it they use it to punch Wolfgang, defeating him. Shoka, they did it. Everyone on the rooftop cheered, and then they saw both Kaminari and All Might falling fast to the ground, knockout cold. Katsumi, I'll catch them, immediately blast towards them, but she suddenly stopped when she sees both are floating, and she immediately looks to Izumi, who uses her quirk, putting them down gently before passing out. Shoka, Izumi, you did a good job. We will take care of the rest. Now Shoka then brought Izumi to Momo and Kyoka as she went to get All Might and Kaminari. Meanwhile with Yuki, how can this be? I gave Wolfgang the power to kill them, and he got defeated by those weaklings. Yuki was angry. His plans were not going through, and to top it all, he doesn't know how strong Izuku is, now making him more stress. Yuki, I have to do it now. AFO, what partner? Yuki. This he immediately put his hands on top of All for One's head, absorbing the quirk and every quirk that All for One had. Yuki. Yes, with this I can finally get my hands on that slime. Just you wait. Rimuru, Yuki shouts, and All for One's body fell to the ground dead. Back to Tempest. It is now time for Izuku to be known by everyone. Izuku, I am kinda nervous. Reach on. Don't worry, Izuku, and you just have to breathe slowly and just be you. Izuku. Thanks, Richan. Rimuru. No problem, let's go now, it's time. Rimuru and Izuku then went to the stage, and everyone stops and look at her, and notices Izuku, and starts to murmur who Izuku is. Rimuru. Everyone, I want to thank all of you for coming to this festival, and now, there is someone I would like all of you to meet. He is very special to me. I want you all to meet my fiancé, Rimuru Tempest. Izuku then wave his hands out nervous, while everyone is shocked, including the kings and queens of other countries. Meanwhile, the octagram is just eating, knowing who Izuku already is. King Gazel. This is too surprising. I will have talked to my junior about this, Gazel said, while recovering from choking from his drink. Elmesia. So Rimuru finally found himself a man, and he's very hot too, Elmesia said, licking her lips. Masayuki. Congrats, Rimuru-san. Meanwhile, every citizen in Tempest cheered. Izuku. Hi everyone, I am Rimuru Tempest. Nice to meet you all, Izuku said, bowing on the stage. Rimuru. And also I would to announce to you all that Rimuru Tempest announced that Rimuru Tempest is my successor. Everyone then went quiet because of shock. Gazel. Rimuru, yo, we seriously need to have a talk about this, Gazel mumbling to himself. Izuku. Any Richan, this wasn't in the plan, whispers to Rimuru. Rimuru. I know, but I want everyone to know that you are my successor, and soon to be king of Tempest. Rimuru whispers to him, then kisses him on the cheeks, making him blush. Izuku. Richan, you know there is still people watching us, right? Rimuru then remembers, and she blushed madly red and teleports out of there embarrassed, and so did Izuku. Meanwhile, everyone laughs and cheer for their leader, and Izuku, and the festival went on. Time skip. Rimuru is now in her office with Izuku beside her, and also King Gazel. King Yum beside him is her wife Queen Jurin, and also Empress Amnesia Sarayan. Gazel. Rimuru, we need some explanation. Gazel then stared Rimuru like he did once more every time she does something similar like this. Rimuru. Well, she then starts explaining, starting on how she met Izuku up to now. Everyone then look at Izuku with saddened look for what happened to him in his past. Yum. Izuku, I commend you for surviving such a horrible experience. It shows that you have a very strong will. Izuku. Thanks, King Yum. Yum. Ha ha, no need to call me king, just call me Yum. Izuku. Thanks again, Yum. Gazel. True, to survive such a horrendous past. Okay, I accept. Izuku. What accept? Rimuru. He still kinda see me as his junior, so that's like he is accepting you to become king. Elmesia. But though the troubling news is that Yuki. All the people except Rimuru and Izuku went serious again, as they know how powerful Yuki is and experienced his power firsthand when he unleashed his attack to the cardinal world. Gazel. Rimuru, why have you not dealt with him yet? Izuku. 'Cause I will be the one to end him all. Look at Izuku for him to speak more. Izuku. Richan has chosen me as her successor, and as her successor it is my task to be the one to defeat Yuki and prove that Richan didn't choose wrong. Gazel. Well then I have my answers, but Izuku, remember this, with great power comes with great responsibility, use them wisely. Izuku nodded, then the meeting between the three kingdoms ended. Meanwhile, somewhere in Ingratia, two people wearing black hooded robes were seen walking in an alley and stop as if they are waiting for someone, and soon another man wearing a red t-shirt with a mask on appears before them. Hooded Man 1. She has returned, we have to stop our plan for a while until she leaves. Hooded Man 2. Agreed, we can't risk losing everything to that monster. But the masked man wasn't having it. He grabs one of the hooded person by the neck and slam him to the wall. Masked Man. I don't care if she is here, I have been waiting, planning and training my whole for this. Continue the plan, I'll deal with her. He then let go of the hooded person who dropped to the ground panting. Hooded Man 2. But what about her fiancé? Masked Man. We capture him and force her out and make her do our bidding. Hooded Man 1. But we don't even know the power that the guy. How the masked man immediately shoots the other guy with a water bullet on the head, killing the man immediately. Masked Man. I didn't hire you to ask questions, did I? The other hooded man was shocked by the situation and just kept silence so that he won't be next. Hooded Man 2. I will gather my men then and capture Rimuru Tempest. Hooded Man 2. Sai, I hope whatever you're planning succeeds, cause if it don't we'd all be dead. The hooded man then grab his dead partner and disappear. Masked Man. Don't worry, I have the power. He then held out his hands, and an energy starts to appear in his hands, more specifically Stardust energy. Masked Man. With this power I can finally rule this world. Then somewhere far out in the space is villain Izuku watching. V.Izuku. Let's see what my other self can do. So, this was the end of part 5 of this series. Stay tuned for next part of this series, and if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.